Hello everyone, in this video let's have a look at the Evolution X ROM for the LG V30. This is based out of Android version 12 and it also has the latest Android security patch level as of now. So let's go. Here's the launcher that it comes with. Do note that this comes with Google Apps pre-installed and you do not need to flash them separately. It has the usual features like notification dots at a glance, add new apps to home screen, and you can swipe to the left side of the screen to gain access to the Google panel. And you have overview suggestions. Other suggestions could also be found here. You can turn them off if you want. And you also have search your phone options and allow home screen rotation. So basically you can turn on the suggestions. The bottom 4 apps here or the top 4 apps here would be the suggestions, but you can disable that if you want. And here is the wallpaper and style options, and you can turn on and off the dark theme from here and turn on themed icons and also change the grid layout here, as you can see. So this is the new icon packs along with the new grid options. So that looks pretty dope. And here are the notification panel and the quick settings. Do note that I had to manually add my APN to this particular ROM while it is generally detected automatically on other ROMs. So you may have to do that depending on your operator. And here are the quick toggles. So the usual stuff is present here, nothing out of the ordinary, but nothing is missing as well. You have AOD toggle, compass, that kind of stuff. And you also find a HiFi DAC toggle here. So HiFi DAC does work on this ROM. You just need to plug in your headphones and then these options would start working. They are currently grayed out because I don't have headphones plugged in. And let's go into the settings and see what kind of features that this ROM is offering. Here under the system settings you will find some gesture options hidden away, like you can quickly open the camera, or you can change up the system navigation bar to the 3-button layout if you want, or use this gesture navigation. You have some advanced options like an extended swipe action, and here are the options. So this is the list of things that you can do, but I generally keep this off so that I don't make things complicated. You can turn on and off the back gesture navigation or the animation as well, like this arrow that is shown here. You have the option to hide the arrow indicator or disable or enable the IME button space at the bottom below the keyboard that you generally see. And you can also swipe to invoke the assistant from the edges, from the bottom corners. And you can customize the sensitivity here, and you can also decide how much height you want to trigger the back gesture, and you can customize the pill length or pill radius. Let me just enable this feature back on so you can see. All right, so here's how you can customize it. Let's go back. Here's the 3-button navigation option, and here you have swipe to screenshot, and you can press and hold the power button for assistant. You can control the playback using the volume keys. You can double tap to check on the phone, and you have other options here as well, but let's go back for now. You can also prevent ringing, as you can see here. So that's the stuff. Let's go back and have a look, and let's go back to the top. Under the security section, let's see what kind of stuff we have. And as you can see here, I have added a face unlock option as well. So there's a face unlock option in this ROM which works really well, and I love that this feature is present because I use that feature a lot. And now let's go back and go into the display section before going into the main settings. You can also make your screen extra dim. This will basically help those people who use their phone a lot in the dark. You have other options as well, and as you can see here, I'll just quickly go through them. You can enable always on display from here, and you can have ambient music trigger, and you can turn on the night light as well and customize, schedule it if you want, or change up the intensity. You have double tap to wake, prevent accidental wake up, and you also have light display, or you can turn on the reading mode to make things grayscale for better viewing experience while reading books. You have color calibration options, as you see. And now let us go back. This is basically the evolver, and here are the themes that you'll find. You can force black background colors. As you can see, it has gone pitch black, and you have the money engine option here. You can select a color and screen will have that kind of tint. It takes a while to enable, but I like pitch black option, so I'll just keep that. You can schedule the dark theme, as you can see, and you have some phone changing options here as well. And let's go back. You have some icon pack options. You can change up the stuff on the status bar using this, and you can also customize other stuff here like signal style option, like this sneaky option, or you can change up the Wi-Fi icon style and other stuff as well. Let's go back in. You can change up the icon shape. Let's select this heart one, and now the icon packs look like a heart, so that's pretty dope. Let's go back, and here is the status bar customization options. You can customize what items are shown in the status bar, as you can see from here. And here are the clock style settings. You can move it to the center or to the right. Let's keep it to the left because there are a lot of customization. You can enable auto hide and change the hide duration. You can enable AM PM, date mode, and date format, and where the date is displayed basically. And you can also enable other stuff here like traffic indicators, and I really love this feature. And you have two modes like dynamic upload or download option, and you can change the refresh interval or the auto hide threshold. And here you can enable the logo of UX here, but I just keep that disabled because it takes up unnecessary space. Here's the battery icon customization. You can change up how the battery circle or the dotted circle looks. You can simply choose a lot of options. You can keep it outside or inside the icon, and you can also turn on beautiful battery colorful icons depending on the battery percentage that you currently have while charging, I guess. And you have other options like using old style or using 4G. VoLTE and VIO Wi-Fi icon are basically useless here because they don't really work for the LG V30, and they never will. Read about the other bugs down in the description below. And you have show data disabled icon, roaming indicator, and you can customize and toggle on and off the battery Bluetooth status. You can also enable mic and camera privacy indicator on the top right corner to show you when these mic, camera, or location settings are being used. Let's go back. You can change up customization, like you can enable the reticker, use ambient edge lighting, so basically it will light up the edges of your display whenever there is a new notification, and you can customize that further. So there are a lot of settings here. You can change up heads up settings, as you can see here, and you can show the notification count. You can enable kill app button whenever you long press on the menu of an app, battery light, and you can also vibrate when there's a change in call status. And let's go into the quick settings. You can display the date or hide it, and you can enable quick pull down from the right. So when I pull it down from the right, you will directly jump into the quick setting, but when I pull down from the left, you will go to the notification shade area. And you can also enable artwork media blade playground, and you can also enable artwork media background. And you have other stuff. Brightness slider can also be shown, and you can put it on the bottom, as you can see here. Let me just quickly go here, and as you can see, it is now at the bottom, so it will make it more accessible. You can also enable a running services icon shortcut or clear our notification panel. So I'm quickly going through it. You can just pause in case you miss out on a feature. I'm doing this so this video does not become unnecessarily long. As you can see here, you can change up what is shown in the power menu, and here is it. So everything here shows up. You have gesture options. We have already seen through this system gestures, so I'll skip that. And we have brightness control here. You can toggle on the torch when the screen is off, and you can tap on screen, you can tap on status bar, tap to wake on doors, that kind of stuff. And you had lock screen, hide status bar, media cover art, that kind of stuff. So there are a lot of granular settings. You can also schedule when you want always on display to be turned on, and you can choose to hide quick settings in the lock screen or hide the status bar. As you can see here, it is quite easy to do. And then you have button options. As you can see, you can change up system navigation. We already had a look at that. And you can have inverted layout or use a compact layout, as you can see here. And you can also show arrow keys while you are typing, to basically that acts as a cursor. And you can change where the volume panel comes up. To the left you can make it, and at the bottom you have this live transcription enabling feature, so that would basically give you captions on videos. So that is pretty handy. And you have per app volume control here. You can customize the volume steps. This comes in pretty handy if you want a granular control over the media volume, and it is pretty awesome. You can also use your volume keys to control the cursor while typing. Let's go back. Let me see in case I missed anything here. So nothing is missed. You can tap on the lock screen, double tap on the status bar to turn it off. And you have some other stuff as well, like in the button section you already saw. And under the miscellaneous section you have game space, as you can see here. and you can disable this USB debugging, disable auto brightness, that kind of stuff while you're in game. And you can also hide certain apps from here. You can launch music app on your headset connection, change screenshot type, and you also have a mod for unlimited photo storage for unlocking higher FPS in games. And you also have some pulse visualizers when you are playing the music, as you can see here. And you can ignore Windows secure flags. So these are kind of advanced features. You can decide whether you want to go into that, and you can change your default USB user status here. So overall, this ROM has been really smooth for me, and I'm getting about 5 hours of SOT on this particular ROM, which is pretty great for my particular usage. If you are someone who loves Google Apps and wants good battery life as well as smooth performance, this is the ROM that you should definitely give it a shot, because it is overall a very good and balanced ROM. So that's it for this video. If you liked it, click on the like button and also subscribe to my channel for more such videos.